Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This voice by Nyagowa. Thank you very much guys for your continued support. Today I have a guest on my bench. Welcome my bench.
Thank you, Nyagowa.
Yes.
My name is Mata.
Yes.
Majambe. I'm Mozambican by nationality, by Kenyan, by marriage.
Yeah.
And I've been here for long. My studies and everything has been here in Kenya.
Yeah.
I'm married to a Kenyan, as I said earlier, and I'm mother of two boys.
Mm-hmm.
One is 17 and the other one is 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you look so young. You just look like you have a 17-year-old.
Yeah, I think it's the grace of God and just trusting in God and doing everything at God's own time.
Yeah.
And letting things happen as God wills. That keeps me young and strong.
Yes. So I would like you to share with us your story.
Personally, my story is to inspire young girls
Yes.
and women
Yes.
and ladies. Being a woman, I know sometimes, especially when you get early pregnancy, what it takes, and that you asked me why I'm so young. So I gave birth to my firstborn son when I was 19. Immediately I left high school.
Yeah.
It was I can say it was a bad experience for me because I had high expectations. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to do my dream was to be a psychologist.
Yeah.
And I thank God because I had a very loving father and a supportive family. Thank you very much, my dad. I love you so much. You're the reason of who I am today, and I'm so glad for your support. So when I got pregnant, I thought that my world was shattered. That happens to many girls, especially when you just finish school. So I felt betrayed. I felt like my life had come to a stop, a standstill.
Yeah.
But at that point, the day I held my baby boy in my arms, one thing I remember my parents telling me, my mom and my dad, they told me that this is not the end of the world. You still have to move on with life. Because at first, as a girl, many girls will think, okay, living in Nairobi and knowing the Nairobi environs, I'm a city girl. So I was like, I had so many options. Abortion, I didn't abort the child. But I don't know what came to my mom's mind. She's a brilliant woman.
Wow.
She will even know what she was thinking. I don't know how, our moms.
Yeah.
And she will tell me, don't try whatever you're thinking in your mind.
Yeah.
I will take care of that child.
Wow.
And she really helped me through the pregnancy. I was anemic when I was pregnant. So I think I was depressed, and at that point of depression I was even trying to kill the baby.
Oh.
Yeah. So I couldn't eat. So I will skip meals intentionally not to eat. So when I used to go for the clinic, they told me, young girl, your blood is so low, and I couldn't take the iron tablets that they used to give me because I was not feeling this child.
You felt like your world was coming to an end.
And I was like, why me? My other friends are moving on with their lives. Why me? How did I get pregnant?
Yeah.
So many questions came up on my mind. How did I get pregnant?
Yeah.
Then after that, I met a group of youths who walked with me. Thank you, PCA Youth 2005. That group was the group that walked with me. They gave me courage. They told me it's not the end of the world. They were youths like me, but you being pregnant, they used to take care of me like I was the child in the group. Because I'm pregnant. Everywhere we used to go, they used to carry me along. It's not like I'm like out of. If we're going for trips, they carry me along. They really used to take good care of me. So that gave me encouragement, and I gave birth to this boy in 2005 February. Now he's 17. He grew up, and growing up, being a single mother was not easy. And that was after a year later, I got pregnant again. Now I was in college. My dad, after getting my first son, I went back to school, thank God.
Wow.
So I did an IIT, I did my first certificate in psychology, what I really wanted to be. As I was partaking my higher diploma class in psychological counseling, group again, another pregnancy comes in. So this becomes a disappointment to my dad. And I really felt like I have really let my dad down. and I felt so sorry for myself. I felt like honestly, Carol, I didn't know what to tell people or to tell my parents. I didn't know if to say sorry to myself or to my parents, but I felt like I have really disappointed my dad, especially my dad, because my dad was so supportive. He was that guy who would do everything to see us go to school and make you. He used to tell us, my children, the best thing I can give you is education, no matter what. And that's something I also tell parents today. The best thing you can give your children, it's education. Invest in the education. And my dad worked so hard, no matter how stubborn we were in our studies, how stubborn we were in our teenagehood. My dad kept telling us, I will not get tired of taking you back to school. So at that point, I get pregnant, my dad retires. We are 5 of us in our family. So I have 2 siblings who are behind me. So they have to go to school and I have to go to university. My dad is retiring. We are not Kenyans. My dad has to go back to Mozambique. So it was 2006, 2006 and 7. Between that year, it was a very tough year for us as a family. Because now my dad has to pay. My university was very expensive. It was a private university, psychological counseling, and that was very expensive. And he has my brother in Strathmore University, and he has my 2 younger siblings. One is ready to join high school, and the other one is still in primary. And he has retired. My mom is a business woman. So what next year is Malenga. They used to call me Malenga with my childhood name. What are we going to do with her now? So it was a challenge, Carol. And one thing I thank God for is the grace that He gave my parents and the wisdom. So my dad told me that in this period, I know someone is asking, where were the fathers of these children?
I was asked.
My firstborn son, the father got me pregnant and left. Till today, I don't know where he is. And
guys out there, why are you doing this?
I can't call him a deadbeat, but wherever he is, let him know that the son is now a big, young, very responsible young man. He got a very nice father right now. My husband is very loving. He loves, you can't even tell, he loves Vincent like it's his own son.
Exactly.
And Sebastian is his son. Thank God. When I got pregnant again, I had to go with my parents to Mozambique. That's a very long story, so story for another day. So we went to Mozambique, and in Mozambique we separated from the father to my child for 6 years. We were apart for 6 years. And in those 6 years, Carol,
he's from Mozambique?
He's from Kenya.
Oh, he's from Kenya?
My both, let me say, the both father of my children are from Kenya.
Nice.
So this one hit me large. Moving my whole life brought up here in Kenya. I was studying in Kenya. Now I'm going to a different country. They don't speak English. They don't speak Swahili. They speak Portuguese. The only person who knows this language in our house is my dad. Us, we just know to say the basic things. Now this is a new country. Everything. I'm pregnant. I have a small child. How am I going to start with my friends? So it was a tough moment for me, I can say. It was tough. I'm pregnant, I'm having a child, I went into depression again. And at that point, no one really understood what depression is. They thought like, let me say, unajifanyia nani, utaki kukula, utakufa. You know, they didn't know what you are going through exactly. But I thank God, as I said, my mom was, I can call my mom a counselor. She had the counseling skills in her. She knew when I was breaking down, and she was telling me, you know, Malenga, this is not the end of the world. She kept telling me those words, and those words kept lingering in my mind. And every time I wanted to go into a relationship, I was pulling myself back, and I couldn't do it. Now
because of the disappointment
from now to men, because when I got pregnant and I came to tell now the father of my second child, like, I'm not ready. Now I went and told my dad, mom and my dad, and they were like, if he's not ready, we are here for you. And that gave me hope. Probably we are going to pay, we are going to take you to Mozambique. They paid everything, and I don't know how to thank my parents, because today I am a strong woman. I gained the strength from them. Wow. Because I can imagine some parents who are out there and they leave their children.
Exactly. And also, most parents, like, let's say when you say that when you are pregnant for the first time, I've seen most parents like send their kids away.
Yeah.
They send their kids out of their home because they feel disappointed. They feel like community will be like will see them like a curse or something. It's like by the moment you are throwing your kid outside there, who do you want that kid to go to?
And that leads to many women doing bad things.
Yeah.
You find women, because for you to be able to feed that child, you either go to prostitution or forced marriage, where you even, and when you go to a forced marriage, that marriage won't last.
It won't.
And it won't be a happy marriage for you because you went out of desperation. So one thing I loved about my parents, they embraced me. They say, no matter what, you're still our child. Even if you bring 10 children in our home, they are our children, are blessings. And indeed, these children are blessings to our home.
Yeah.
Until today, I just want to say thank you to my mom and my dad, and even my in-laws who accepted me back to my husband's place, and my husband came and took us back, to bring us back to Kenya. And through that time, that period that we were separated, Carol, I learned a lot of things in life. I learned how to be an independent woman. Women, we can stand on our own. We can work. I was in a foreign language where I didn't even, it's my country, yes, but the foreign language, I couldn't speak. But through my determination, I had to force myself, because I had these 2 children, to make sure they have food on the table. I could have done other things. I used my skills of English that I had learned here in Kenya to go work for other companies that they needed English-speaking people. Because in Mozambique, they do not speak English. So we had people like from South Africa. So I had to try my best to learn Portuguese so that I can be able to integrate and be able to put food on the table. And I thank God I got good jobs, I got good contracts during those periods of time, and my children never lacked. God was very faithful, and I also remained faithful to God. And I encourage women out there, in case you are going through, any lady, any girl, no matter what age, even if it's 16 you're pregnant, that's not the end of your life. Even 15, 14, someone raped you and you're like, no, I need to abort this child. Kindly do not abort that child. That child, you will never know whoever you're carrying in your womb. You may be carrying a president, a minister of tomorrow. Because today I call my son an engineer. That's and encourage those children, not make them feel that they were rejected. Love them. Because one person rejecting that child, it doesn't mean the world has rejected that child. And God has, the first parent is our God. God has never rejected us. And the moment we embrace those children and tell them God loves you, and you yourself, you tell yourself God loves me and I will pull it through, you will pull it.
So before we finish up, I would like to ask my guests, do you have any plans?
Yes, I have. It has been my plan and my dream to open up more like a children's home or a girls center, not also just girls center. I will also be inviting, because I have sons and I learned from men. I want to teach my sons that they have to take responsibility of whatever consequence or whatever choice they make. And through that, it will be something where I'll take like young girls from early as even 10, because these days we even get girls of 10 years,
even 9
who are pregnant, and their parents reject them, especially those who are raped, not even raped, because and even this rape comes from even direct family members, which is so sad. So I would like to take these girls and put them in my center, and them take care of the children, and as the girls go back to school, I would like, and this initiative I would like to do it along Dagoretti area, because this is where I was born, and this is where I was brought up, and this is where I know I feel like there is more need, and it's hidden.
Exactly.
In many families it's hidden, they don't even come up. You find a woman from, especially these Vijijis from the slums, they hide, they don't want to open up. So my prayer and my plan is to open this as I said, I work for an insurance company called Cigna, where we support a children's home where these children, where I was happy to hear that there's such a children's home here in Kenya.
Yeah.
So I would like also to open one in this area of Dagoretti.
Yeah.
I've not heard of any. I've been researching, I've not heard of any. And having children even from our own center, we have a school where we also call a center, where we also have children and girls who get early pregnancy, where we need to support these girls.
Yeah.
So that's my dream, and it's my prayer that if you're out there and you know anyone who can support us, because I know even Carol, this is your dream.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that we start something for these girls, we start something for these young boys.
Yeah.
Because we are not only talking about the girls.
Yeah.
It's like this generation, we need to take care of the two genders,
Yes.
the boys and the girls. Because this girl to get pregnant, there's a boy involved.
Exactly.
And Carol, even before we finish, I wanted also to mention that after I got pregnant of my son, I was involved in a life skill program for young boys and girls. We used to go to primary schools and teach them about HIV and AIDS. And I can say that I was following up on the statistics of everything, and I can say that we realized that it was 2005 to 2007 and 8, if someone in those statistics, the HIV rate went down, really went down, because we were teaching the children when they were young. So it's the same thing with pregnancy.
Yeah.
If parents start telling their children about pregnancy, about sex, let's not hide.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just be
sex.
open, and
we just need to speak up and speak out.
So before I end, I need to appreciate Shalom House for giving me this amazing space. It's so amazing. If you have a conference, guys, there's a conference room in Shalom House. There's a restaurant, there's a hotel, there's offices to let, there's colleges. If you are along Gong Road, it's just few minutes after Junction Mall. It's such an amazing place. The service is so amazing. Yes, till next time. Bye-bye.